Guys, deluded Guna, I'm back again. Arsenal 4, Palace 1. We don't need them Chilean youths. Now I'm playing. Let's go into it now. Going into the game, we know what we need to do, man. We're 5 or 8 points, whatever it is now, because teams are playing and them things there when we're playing. I'm not really sure, but long story short, we're off the top 4. We say this every week. For me, top 4 is gone. If mathematically you can still fight for it, so you might as well. We know you need to win. Spurs have got a game again. Who Spurs got? Southampton. You back them to win it. Swansea, no match for Liverpool. I hope to be wrong. I hope you man pulled up this video and say what do you know about football, because Swansea turned them over. But the way Liverpool are in, how they dealt with City, Swansea can't do anything too tough at the moment. You think they're going to get blitzed, so we need to take our points where we can. Palace are in a bit of they've had a revival of sorts and they're doing their thing, but they still need to win games as well to solidify top four Premier League status. So both teams kind of need to win. Both teams got old managers. Both teams, yeah, they need to win. We dealt with them at Selhurst Park. Need to deal with them again, man. And the likes of Zaha. Big changes. Back to a back 4. I think we actually played 4-3-3. That's what it looked like at the time. Nacho Monreal came back from his injury. I know he's injured again, and we'll allude to that later. But Nacho came back in. Koscielny came back in. Ozil came back in. Obviously, I don't know these Chilean players. I don't know where these Chilean players are, and these certain Chilean players that used to play for Arsenal, they're not about no more. Rumours are they left the team hotel to go and complete their move to United, have said their goodbyes and them things there. So yeah, no Mkhitaryan or Bangniang in the side, sadly, folks. But yeah, decent side. First 10 minutes, whoa, as an Arsenal fan, whoa. I mean, normally I would be sitting here saying, oh, we didn't wake up, we didn't take our chances. Complete opposite. First 10 minutes, credit where it's due, man. Monreal set the tone. In fact, all of them set the tone. Don't get it twisted. Palace did kind of scare me in the opening stages when they got forward with Zaha. And they did generally throughout the whole game when they did. But we started off sharp, ruthless, but playing with intent. Actually, quick decisions, quickly moving the ball rather than this patient nonsense. Monreal set the tone as well. You saw the midfield doing their thing. Monreal set the tone, like I said. I believe he scored the first goal in the 6th minute. Xhaka put in the corner. Poor marking from Palace, who have started off slowly at this point. He nods it in. It's 1-0 in the 6th minute. And Arsenal fans, we know we never score early unless it's conceding the other way. So it's 1-0. If you can believe your luck, Iwobi chips in. I can't even remember how it all happened, but long story short, Monreal again. I don't know what Monreal's on. If the real Spanish influence we missed, the real person that came from La Liga, that Arsenal signed from La Liga that we missed, man. He's better than Alexis. That's the one we now have to run people along with. Hazard's better than Alexis. We have to run them ones. But Monreal set up Iwobi slots it in. Deserved his goal, to be honest with you. You guys know I've been on his back about finishing. It's 2-0 at this point. Palace are shell-shocked. They've started off from a Palace perspective. I'm not watching it like them, but I'm pretty sure their fans would agree. Started off slowly, nervous defending, not clearing lines, just thinking about things too much, respecting Arsenal way too much. Non-existent midfield. So if there's no midfield, there's likes of Zaha, Benteke, they can't really do anything. So yeah, it's 2-0 at this point, and we slot in a third. Koscielny, who's bossing it at this minute in time. I think Monreal does a ting from a corner. Again, it's found unmarked from a corner, and he does a ting, and then Koscielny slots it in. It's not the prettiest goal, but it's 13 minutes gone, and it's 3-0 to Arsenal. When have we said that? Now, whether their players have got the monkey off the back and the uncertainty surrounding Alexis' future, I know every player, both past and present at Arsenal, will play that down. Whether they've got over that, whether they've had a revival with the manager, or maybe they were just on this thing and Palace were dead. We don't know, and maybe we're just taking advantage of a poor Palace side collectively who are dealing with a lot of injuries like Loftus-Cheek. We'll never know, but it was inspired and them things there. Like I said, Palace was second best. Their midfield weren't fighting. They were overcautious in defence, and that was all to our benefit. Xhaka and Wilshere spraying some lovely passes in the first half, connecting things. Mesut Ozil, the king, you saw what he was doing in midfield, whether it was coming deep, finding space, just getting things ticking. It's lovely when we play with intent. I can't lie, we're still not finding Lacazette when he's making the runs, and it's a good thing he scored. 20 minutes in, we look good for a fourth, pardon me. 22nd minute, the best goal we scored for me. Lovely team move. Ozil, it's all about Ozil, man. Shout out to Lacazette, because that was a gunman finish, and you got out your goal drought. 9 goals now, top goal scorer. So you know, my United fan friends that were running the joke about we've got your player that's your top goal scorer. Lacazette patterned that off. Lovely team move, and he makes no mistake. Oh man, I don't want to just go watch Match of the Day and them things. Lovely team move from Mesut Ozil. I think Wilshere was involved. I think even Iwobi was involved, but it's all Mesut, like I said. Eventually, lays it off to Lacazette, who's involved in it as well. Lovely finish. It's 4-0 at this point, and I can't lie, I smell blood. I want more. I don't want no easing up, because you know Arsenal ease up in these things there. Second half, first half on a general basis, we're good for it, but there are some incidences, like in the 28th minute. I believe Zaha spread it over the bar, hit it over the bar because Maitland-Niles made a mistake. I could be wrong about the minute, but that did happen. 35th minute, Koscielny, that was equal to a lovely under-hit pass into our box, and he dealt with it, and it could have trouble checked. I do believe there was an incident where Wobie could have had a second. He just picked the wrong option. He had too much time to think. Lacazette definitely could have had another goal in the first half. On a general basis, apart from, do you know what? The last 10 minutes or so, I won't say it was nervy, but we're giving away too many chances by Palace and them things. They started to wake up a bit. But on a general basis, going into halftime, you can't not be happy. You guys know I'm a very hard fan to please, but credit where it's due. It's 4-0. The boys are up for it. There's intent, whether it's the defenders or the midfielders. I actually feel Bellerin, you need to do better when you get in space, but you actually making an option and running beyond was giving Van Aanholt something to think about. And so was it Monreal when he was on the pitch as well. And when Maitland-Niles come on, he did the same for a sec. But on a general basis, like I said, we can't complain. You're smelling intent. It now becomes a case of game management. There's Chelsea on the weekend. Chelsea, ironically, won 4-0 earlier in a couple hours before we played or so. So it's about thinking about that game, not overthinking about it, because we still have a professional job for 45 minutes, but it's about game management, not picking up any injuries. Can we bring some players off? Can we keep a clean sheet? Can we score some more? I want to smell blood. Like, I want to beat teams 8-0, to be honest with you. As an Arsenal fan, I've seen my team get beaten 10-2 on aggregate. I don't got no heart no more. So, yeah, like, we're doing our thing. Second half, I won't lie, Palace, if they started like that in the first half, it could have been different. If they reacted like that at 1-0 down, the game could have been different. Palace were on this thing from the start of the second half. They were doing their thing. As an Arsenal fan, I was getting annoyed because I was seeing us creep into old habits, overplaying at the back with El Nene, with Cech, Mustafi at times, and a couple others. And they're getting pickpocketed. So a couple times we got the foul. A couple times there's just no need for it, inviting pressure. We then started to get sloppy with Iwobi, with Xhaka and Wilshere to a degree in midfield. The final ball wasn't quite there. The passes, we were getting intercepted. It just wasn't happening, to be honest with you. It just didn't happen. It weren't happening. We're trying to dribble out silly areas, like in the 54th minute, Bellerin almost got possessed off that. So yeah, we're not really. I can see it going another way. The only luxury is that we're winning we're winning by 4 at this point. Xhaka and Ozil did lovely to play in Iwobi. I know. I think it was Xhaka. It was either Xhaka, Ozil, or Wilshere. One of them. Either way, one of them. They were all involved in it. But I think, in fact, it might have even been Wilshere. The last ball. He played in the last ball. No. That's actually, sorry guys, it was Xhaka to Ozil. I'm so sure Wilshere clipped someone. It went back to Ozil. I could be wrong about this. I think Ozil tried to find Lacazette. It fed into the path of Iwobi. You just need to get your head up. That's all you need to know, guys. He needed to get his head up. It's 5-0 at this point if he scored that. It went for his own. He can be forgiven because he's having a decent game at this point. In the first half, he was running the show as well with a lot of others. Misses, and I mean, he hits the target, but it's not good enough. So ultimately, that's it really. And we were still getting caught 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. Benteke really should have scored. Zaha had a chance. Both were hit lovely crosses into the box. Were both unmarked, but couldn't do enough. Cech had to make a couple good saves and collect the ball, relieve pressure off us. But still, man, we were just creeping into old habits collectively. To be honest, the standards dropped throughout the whole team, in my opinion, and they deserved their goal, or whatever it was, in the 77th minute from a corner, like how we scored our goals. Milanovic, however you say his name, I can't even say that, man. Milanovic, I can't say that. Either way, pardon me. Either way, it was a lovely finish, man. He took a touch and it was a decent little half volley. They deserved their goal, but Cech, you still want your 200th or so clean sheet. You're not going to get it if we defend like this and we creep into old habits just because the game's won and get complacency, because this is what happens to us. So yeah, man, 4-1 at this point. The game's done. I did feel Lacazette should have had a penalty in the second half in the 90-odd minute when Tompkins shoved him. But it's 4-1 at this point, and that won't be spoken about. But that could have been in different incidences when we're only winning by 1 or something like that. If the game was different in that second half, if we weren't winning by 4, something else could have happened in that game. But on a general basis, definitely one of our best performances. I tell you guys, we only turned up 5 times a season. That's about a third or fourth time. We did what we needed to do. It's not now about Wednesday. It's about turning up against Chelsea. 90 minutes away from 90 minutes plus extra time if it gets down to that, from playing at Wembley. Owe it to the young players. Owe it to yourselves to give it all you got to get there. But in regards to this game, like, we did what we needed to do. We played some very champagne, we played some champagne football, man. Some very vintage Arsenal football, some Wenger ball of old, man. And if Mkhitaryan is coming, won't lie, bang Mkhitaryan, I'm up for it. But it does underwhelm me a bit because we're losing a player in Alexis Sanchez like it would. If we're going to play like that, then you can see where Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang will fit in, especially running on behind. But if we're going to sign Aubameyang, you need to hit the guy first time, like with Lacazette. There's not much more to be said, guys. I'm wasting your time, man. Just my 2 thoughts, my 2 pence in regards to the 4-1 victory against Palace. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. DG, I'm out.